All right, today we're jumping right into Pongal. It's one of South India's most vibrant, most ancient harvest festivals. But here's the thing, it's not just about the harvest. It's a fascinating mix of agriculture, family, and yeah, a pretty intense cultural debate. So let's get into it.
Okay, so picture this. You're in Tamil Nadu around mid-January. All around you, you'd hear this amazing, joyous shout, Pongalo Pongal. Now, that's not just a random phrase. It's this beautiful explosion of happiness, a wish for everything good to just overflow. And honestly, if you get what that cry means, you've pretty much unlocked the secret to the entire festival.
And it all starts with the name itself. Pongal comes from the Tamil word pongu, and it literally means to boil over. That idea, that image of overflowing is so central to everything we're about to talk about. It's this perfect metaphor for a life just brimming with abundance and good luck.
So what is Pongal really? Well, first off, it's not just one day. Nope, it's a whole 4-day celebration. And at its heart, it's all about gratitude. We're talking thanks for the sun, thanks for the harvest, thanks for the animals who help out on the farm, and of course, thanks for the community that holds everything together.
And listen, this is not some newfangled tradition. Pongal has incredibly deep roots. I mean, we're talking about practices that were being described over 2,000 years ago, back in the Sangam age. We even have clear historical records from the Chola dynasty showing just how important it was 1,000 years ago. This festival has been a cornerstone of Tamil culture for a long, long time.
All right, so let's break this 4-day festival down day by day. It all kicks off with the first 2 days, which are all about renewal and gratitude. They really set the stage for everything that's about to come.
Day 1 is called Bogi, and it's basically the ultimate spring clean. It's all about getting a fresh start. Families literally take all their old, unwanted stuff and toss it into a bonfire. It's this really powerful symbol of burning away past regrets and making space for the new. At the same time, everyone's cleaning their homes and decorating with these gorgeous floor patterns made of rice flour, called Kōlam. It's like rolling out the welcome mat for prosperity.
Okay, Day 2, Thai Pongal. This is the main event, the heart of the whole festival. A special sweet dish, also called pongo by the way, is cooked up in a clay pot. And here comes the big moment. Everyone gathers around and watches, waiting for the milk to boil over and spill over the sides of the pot. The second it does, that's when you hear the shouts of Pongalo Pongal. See, the overflowing part isn't a mistake, it is the whole point. It's a beautiful visual prayer for a great harvest and a prosperous year, all offered up in thanks to the sun.
So, on Day 3, the whole vibe of the festival shifts a bit. This day is all about honoring the animals that are so important to farming. But it's also where things get complicated. This is where Pongal becomes the center of a really intense debate.
So this day is called Matu Pongal. Matu means cattle, and on this day, these animals are treated like absolute royalty. I mean, they get bathed, their horns are painted in all these bright, beautiful colors, and they're decked out with flowers and bells. It's this wonderful way of saying thank you for all their hard work, recognizing that they're truly partners on the farm.
But Matu Pongal is also the day Jallikattu happens, and this is the controversy we were just talking about. It's a traditional bull-taming sport where participants try to grab onto a running bull's hump. You know, its ancient name even means bull embracing, which really shows you just how deep its cultural roots are. It's seen as this ultimate display of bravery and a way to honor the strength of the bulls.
And right here, you have the two sides of a very heated debate. On one hand, you have supporters who see Jallikattu as a vital piece of their heritage. For them, it's about bravery, and they argue it's crucial for preserving strong native bull breeds for farming. But on the other side, you have animal rights groups who say the sport is just plain cruel. And they point to some pretty awful practices used to make the bulls more aggressive, like prodding them with sharp sticks, twisting their tails, or even rubbing chili peppers into their eyes.
And this isn't just some abstract debate, you know? The stakes are incredibly high for everyone involved. Just look at this number, 43. That's the number of people who died at Jallikattu events in just 6 years, between 2008 and 2014. Let that sink in. And that doesn't even count the thousands of injuries, or of course, the harm done to the bulls themselves.
And this whole conflict has been a legal roller coaster playing out at the very highest levels in India. I mean, look at this timeline. In 2014, the Supreme Court actually banned Jallikattu. But then, in 2017, there were these huge public protests, which pushed the state government to pass a new law allowing it again. And then, after years of back and forth, the Supreme Court, in 2023, decided to uphold that new state law. So, as of now, Jallikattu is allowed to continue. It's just a wild example of that constant tug of war between tradition and modern law.
Okay, so after all the intensity and controversy of day 3, the festival kind of comes back down to earth. It ends by returning to one of its most important themes, community.
The final day is called Kōlam Pongal, and Kōlam simply means to see. And that is exactly what people do. They go out and see each other. It's a day for big family reunions, for catching up with friends, for the younger folks to go visit their elders and get their blessings. It's all about strengthening those social bonds, the human connections that are just as important as any harvest.
So, when you put it all together, all 4 days, you really see what a complete festival Pongal is. It's got everything. It weaves together that feeling of a personal fresh start, gratitude for nature, this complicated respect for animals, and it all wraps up by celebrating family and community. Every single day builds on the one before.
And that really brings us to the big question, doesn't it? The one that this whole Jallikattu debate forces us to think about. As we all evolve and as our ideas about ethics change, how do we find that balance? How do we preserve ancient, meaningful traditions while also respecting our modern ethical standards? There's no easy answer, for sure, but it's a question that's at the very heart of so many cultural conversations happening all over the world right now.